Oh, hey, we're doing some live drafting right now, and I'd love for you to join me. A live 2023 Best Ball Draft on Underdog Fantasy, promo code Smitty. I'm going to drop the link right now in the live chat. I'm going to pin it in 1 second, and I want you all to get into the draft right now. Underdog will match up to $100 in your first deposit. Click the link that's in the live chat that I dropped, and it's in the description of every video if you're watching this later and you want to know, how do I get in these drafts next time, Smitty? And when do we draft? Oh, we draft only every single Thursday, Friday, and Saturday at midnight Eastern. Every single Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I'm also live Monday through Friday. So we're going to get right into the draft. The Fantasy Football Show live draft edition begins right now.
FantasyFootballShow.com studios.
It's the Fantasy Football Show live
Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern.
What is going on, everybody? I'm so glad to be here with you tonight to live draft. I've just pinned the link in the live chat if anybody wants to jump in. So jump in now. And what you're going to do is you're going to click on the Underdog link. If you've never signed up before, sign up real quickly. And if you have, you're just going to go to this lobby and these cards right here on the main lobby homepage. You're going to scroll to the third card, which is the puppy. And we're going to get right into the puppy draft in just 1 second. Hang tight for me. We'll all go in together. I'm just going to wait a minute, let people file in, get a chance to get into this draft. Graveyard Crew is here. That's correct. Very blessed. Appreciate you being here. Phone lines will be open in a second, so hang tight on that. Klondike is in the building. Frake is in the building. Ron Navy's in the building. Golf is here. D-Class is here. 49er is here. Very blessed is here, as I mentioned. Rock out in the house. Matt, everybody, appreciate you. Blind Larry, everybody in here. All right, we're going to do it. We got 50 people already in here. Punch the thumb up button. That's requirement number one. Not really, but I hope you do me a solid and punch that. You know, whenever we have 50, 100, 200 people, it should be a similar number on the thumb up front. Click puppy now and hit the green button. I'm going to wait about 2 or 3 seconds because of the YouTube delay. I'm going to go ahead and click that green button. Looks like we got a couple more to fill. These go really quick. If you don't get in, just join one right after. Join one at the same time. Even if you miss this draft, you can deploy the same strategy. You could deploy what we're talking about. So do a draft. It filled that quickly. It fills so quickly. And I know everybody wants me to do multiple drafts. They take a while. So we're only doing one draft right now. But we will do some during the day at some point next week, I think, just to try it out. But not on the regular. The regular mock draft and live draft marathon days are Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Every Thursday, Friday, Saturday at midnight Eastern. Don't miss it. We're here doing it 3 days in a row, every single week. So let's roll with this one. This draft begins in 33 seconds. The topic of the night, please, if you dial in, please ask something along these lines. We can definitely get to your teams and your trades and whatever else you have to talk about. But I want to really hammer home second round running backs. I want to know your thoughts on them. I want to know who you like in the second round. I want to know if you're drafting this man, Tony Pollard, in the second round. I want to know if you're avoiding running backs altogether in the second round. G Money, appreciate you. Lancaster, I'm sorry you missed it, bro, but not a big deal because guess what, Lancaster? You can just go in another draft. I'm in another, going to dominate. Got in the wrong one. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Okay, looks like I'm at the 6th pick. And number 1 overall, Jamar Chase. Number 2, Justin Jefferson. Number 3, Christian McCaffrey. Speedy is there at the number 4 spot. Speedy is going with, surprise, surprise, Bijan Robinson. Rod Navy, TD Strikers, is at the 5 spot. Who's he going to go with? This is where it gets quite interesting. I don't even like this 5 and 6 spot anymore if we're drafting with you guys, because then Bijan doesn't fall. I love the 5 and 6 spot when Bijan falls, and I'm not drafting with all you snakes. You guys know what you're doing out there. Ron Navy's about to time out. 4 seconds left. He's pushing his luck right here. 2, 1. He got it off. He pulled off a Cooper Kupp. I'll probably go. I went Kelsey. I'm not going to go Kelsey tonight. I'm going to go I'm going to go Tyreek Hill. So went Cooper Kupp, Bijan, CMC, JJ, Chase on the way back that way. Your boy Smitty took Tyreek Hill. Travis Kelce went number 7. I did that last night. I didn't want to do it again. I definitely don't love the 6, 7, 8 pick when I'm not getting Bijan. Diggs, A.J. Brown, boosted, takes C.D. Lamb. Number 11 on the clock takes JT. Number 12, back-to-backs. Who are they going to be, Jacob? Are you going to be a hero here? Let's see. Alvin Kamara. Alvin Kamara. Austin Eckler. I was looking at Alvin Kamara comment right before I went live. Saquon Barkley, Austin Eckler. Okay. Garrett Wilson. That's a good spot for Garrett Wilson. Very, very glad he's falling there still outside of our community. It's still a very, 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 very baked in value spot for Garrett Wilson. Jalen Waddle's a little high for me. I'm not huge on Jalen Waddle in the top 15. Amon-Ra, understandable there. Devontae Adams, I don't like him, but I understand what people are thinking. Okay, so my team so far, Tyreek Hill. I'm going to go. Let's try. I said I was going to try wide receiver heavy, didn't I? So we're going to force this a little bit. Not that I'm still going best player available, which is my mantra. Best player available. Always BPA. Always. Don't listen to anybody that tells you to go in and draft a position. That's garbage. We don't even allow that on here. Best player available. But when things are equal, you want to lean balance. When things are equal, you want to, because been drafting all day, plus y'all some snipers, night fellas. Thank you, D-Class. See you later. But I wanted to, when all things are equal, you could go balance or you could force something. I'm going to force wide receiver here because I said I was going to go heavy wide receiver because I had been deploying my go light wide receiver and get my sleeper wide receiver. So we're going to deploy heavy wide receiver action right now and see how it goes. Speedy takes Josh Allen. Bull is on deck. Van is after that. Devonta Smith, McCaffrey, JJ and DK. DK's a little early for me. I don't think that's one of ours. Breece Hall. That would have been nice to leave that for me. Thank you, Van. Appreciate that. What's Van gonna do here? Well, this is how we'll know if Van's one of ours. This pick right here. Who's he gonna go? You can go TJ Lockett or something. TJ Lockett. Go TJ Lockett, Van. Tony Pollard. That might be one of our guys. Dynasty, always wide receiver, says Fitness. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say always. I'd say you lean wide receiver when all things are equal, sure. But there's no position. You don't draft a position. Never draft a position. You draft the player. Otherwise, why not just put a blindfold on and go have a draft? Go have a day. Just filter your list to all wide receivers and just start pressing buttons. T. Higgins, Jacobs. Okay, so I'm getting close to on deck here. I'm going to go ahead and rock out, dropping a super rock out. Appreciate you. I'm going to go ahead and I could continue to go down the wide receiver front if I wanted to. I don't think I will. Ron, take it. Ron, it's reaching, bro. Don't move Watson's ADP into the third round, Ron. Goodness gracious. Debo, no thanks. I'm not going wide receiver here. I'm not going to force it. Running back, I kind of want to go running back here. Oh, almost didn't get it off. I broke my one rule. My one rule is always cue somebody. Always cue a player always cue a player so that if you mess up and time out, that player will get taken. Like, just as soon as you're on the clock, pick someone you like. Just someone you would not be devastated if they got drafted. Cue them and then go looking, because I always do that. Broke my own rule. Okay, so I took, so far my team's pretty fire, and I did exactly what I said I was going to do. I was going to lean very wide receiver heavy. I almost went Gibbs, but I'm gonna try this out. Boosted. Fields. So went Joe Burrow, Chubb, Ramondre, Calvin Ridley, Justin Fields, Mark Andrews. We're in round 3 right here. Austin Eckler, Barkley, and Amari Cooper. Here's the list right here. Lamar Jackson. I got 2 puppies and missed it. I'm so pissed. Only me. Don't worry about it. It's okay to be in other drafts. You're drafted alongside of us, bro. Lamar just went. Debo just went. DJ Moore just went. God, I hate the George from the Bays in this draft. George, I would have had Jahmyr Gibbs if this man would have missed tonight. I would have had Jahmyr Gibbs. This would have been probably the winning team. This would have been the win. I know I would have built the winning team off this. Gibbs was slipping. I was about to get him. That is a shame. That is quite a shame. Let's see here. Great start. I'll go Kenny Walker here. So, team so far, Burrow, Walker, Tyreek Hill, Olave. Very wide receiver heavy at first, and we're going to balance it out. I'm here, was it later, anything? Good job, Sick Nasty. Can you imagine if I would have landed Gibbs there? Can you imagine? Even though you reached Ron, like hardcore on Watson, that's still a phenomenal 4. So reaching doesn't always hurt you, but just nobody get in the habit of putting him in the 3rd round. But reaching doesn't hurt you when you do it once. Not a big deal at all. Not a big deal. You can reach one hardcore reach out of your first 4 picks, and your team will still look like it didn't miss a beat. But you start doing like what George from the Bay's done in the past. Hey, George, look what you did. And not that I love Calvin Ridley in the 3rd round. That wouldn't have been the pick for me. But you didn't reach on Gibbs. You let him come to you, and he fell to you, George. You would never have done that. Georgie from the past would have never let Jahmyr Gibbs fall past that 33 pick. Look what happened. You got him at 40, Georgie. You got him at 40. We had a super chat here earlier from, looks like we got a 50 wad coming in. Got in the wrong draft. Rock out, appreciate your super chat. And then we got this 50 wad from TMT dropping a 50 wad. Put it on the board. Dallas makes the playoffs. Beats Philly in a playoff game on their way to the Super Bowl. And then they beat Cincinnati for the ring. Wow. That's a bold one. Dallas to win it all. Woo, doggy. We got to put that on the board. TMT, hold on. Let me make my draft pick here. That is a bold one, bro. That is a bold one. What should I do here? Kyle Pitts already went? I was like, I'm going to cue him just in case. He went already? Some reaching going on in here. Reach City up in here. Okay. I'm going to I'm gonna reach a little. Everybody's reaching. Just a little bit, not much. I mean, fifth to sixth rounds where he goes anyway. But this is why did ETN fall so low in ADP? I think people are worried about Tank Bigsby, which I don't think they should, but that's the answer. That's the answer, and that's probably the answer you wanted to hear. You don't want to hear, did something happen? Am I down on him? Are we down on him? I'm not down on him. There is a running back by committee mentality in that coaching staff. Doug Peterson does like to run two running backs, but he didn't at the end of the year. Gave ETN all the work. His last 5-6 games are fire. Okay, so 50 watt. TMT dropping the 50 watt on the screen. Dallas Cowboys make the playoffs. So this is TMT. Five 13, right? Today's the 13th. TMT. Dallas. What do you say? Dallas makes the playoffs, beats Philly. Super Bowl. Beats Philly. Okay, I think I got that. Dallas makes the playoffs, beats Philly in a playoff game on the way to the Super Bowl, and beats, yes. And then against the Bengals. Super Bowl. Versus Cincinnati. Okay. I think we got it. Oh, I'm almost on the clock. Thank you, TMT. TMT, I'm going to give you a standing ovation and a shower of dollar bills. Just give me 1 second. Wide receiver shopping. See, I stopped wide receiver shopping. And I don't know if I should have. Who's there at quarterback? I timed out. I did it again. Godwin better bring the Thunder this year. I don't hate that pick, but Godwin better bring the Thunder. So my team so far, as soon as I saw the 0 seconds too, I just froze. I was like, who am I going to get? Because I didn't have any. I got to queue somebody. Why didn't I queue somebody? I don't mind that. That actually looks pretty good. Godwin is a third wide receiver. I'm not too upset about that. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Joe Burrow, Kenneth Walker, DeAndre Swift, Tyreek Hill, Chris Olave, Chris Godwin. That's not bad at all. I don't mind it at all. I really don't. Deshaun Watson. Pacheco. Pacheco's interesting. You just got to get McKinnon later. You might not get it in this draft because people are taking him a little higher than normal, so you maybe reach a little bit. But McKinnon is a must for Pacheco. McKinnon's special. Can he stay healthy? He's like 85 years old. I don't know. But it's definitely... What's up, Ron?
You were up at the board and you were like on the clock, and I was like so close to call you, and then I thought you made it back in time, but...
Yeah, I barely made it back in time, but looks like...
you got auto pick.
Yeah. I got I still got auto picked. I made it back in time and actually was there the whole time for it, but I screwed up. But it's all right. Godwin's not bad. I still really...
You could do worse. That's for sure.
Yeah, no, I'm not upset about it. Darren Waller, you know what? I like Darren Waller a lot. I like him a little bit later, but I don't mind him here. But Darren Waller sometimes goes in 8 and 9. And I saw footage of this kid. He's older too. He's practically our age. Darren Waller, we saw video footage of him catching footballs in New York, and it got me excited. it got me really, really, really excited. I'm telling you, I saw him catching footballs, and I just got this feeling that Darren Waller, if he's healthy, is going to look really, really good.
I figured you were going to make that pick. I don't know where to go.
I feel like my Jameson talk last night may have upped his value a little too much. I probably got to do this now. I'm in Snipe City, so I got to do it now. So team so far, Walker, Swift, Charbonnet. It's a good squad.
I was just looking at Jim. Then I saw Charbonnet down there too, but I figured, I'm not going to touch him. I need running backs, but I don't got the other piece. You do.
It's a good squad right. Look at it, Ron. That's a good squad right there, right? Burrow, Walker, Swift, Charbonnet, Tyreek Hill, Olave, Godwin. I'm feeling really good about it.
Yeah, you're doing good from the 6th spot. Better than what I'm doing right now.
What do you got? Let's see what you got. Hold on. Ron Navy. TD Strikers. Hurts, Najee, Rashad White, Kupp, Watson, Addison, Goddard. I don't mind that. That's good. I think you reached on Watson because we're in a Watson safe space, but I mean definitely.
Yeah, he would have been there.
You definitely know to wait on him in the fourth later. Hold. Let me give TMT a shower because he dropped a $50 wad in a prediction on the board. Appreciate you, TMT. Thank you, my guy. TMT to the moon. That's a bold prediction too. Cowboys going to the Super Bowl, and he has pit stops along the way. Beating Philly. I mean, obviously he's got to beat NFC teams, but like beating Philly, facing Cincy. Kind of impressed. It's a bold prediction.
Well, I mean, Dallas still has a great defense. We just got to see how their offense, the new offense, does. But their defense has been on key. So that'll be a big thing. What's his name's calling all the plays this year, right?
Yeah, McCarthy. Might as well do my famous move. Some call me a one-trick pony in the 7th and 8th round.
Wow.
I'm doing a video on it. Because it's league winning. And if it's not, it doesn't kill me. I'm putting a lot of eggs in one basket, Kamara's basket, but I don't care. It's so late. I don't care. It's so late. It doesn't bother me at all.
Kamara and Swift.
I've started to really.
I thought I got you off that Swift kick, and you're back on it again.
I'm back on it, fully. Fifth, sixth round, and I'm drafting. 100%. And I'm drafting Swift all day long in round 6 without you guys. With you guys, I got to reach a little. Kamara, I can wait till like sometimes around 9 with you guys. I can't really. But yeah, I'm all about this combination here. I'm loving the squad. Squad's feeling good. Burrow, Kenneth Walker, Charbonnet, Swift, Kamara, Tyreek Hill, Chris Olave, Chris Godwin. I mean, get out of here. Get out of here. Is this the one that's taking us all to Vegas for a little buffet? Little buffet action. By the way, I'm going to Vegas on July 14th and 15th. So, you guys start booking your tickets. We'll do a little meet and greet there. I'm going to probably be doing a live streaming of the Scott Fish Bowl. I'll be live streaming a Scott Fish Bowl draft, the first ever live draft streamed, and your boy will be streaming it, and I'll be in it, of course, and I'll be streaming my drafting and streaming and interviewing people that are in the draft, and so it'll be fun time. Mingo, hold on, Ron. Mingo going.
Yeah, I didn't say that.
Mingo at the top of 9.
Mingo, and Mingo was his name.
Yeah, I should be like you and pick a player like Michael Thomas and just keep drafting him over and over again.
You could.
I just can't bring myself to do it.
No one's stopping you from drafting a bad player like Michael Thomas. Not in the past. He was a great player in the past. Why did ETN fall so far? Again, great question, Sunwall. There's no reason why he fell other than people are just scared, but there's no like tangible reason that we should be petrified about him. I put this on the board. I don't know if I still have it. Let me find it. I think this is my ETN.
Oh, get the puck. You're on the puck.
No!
You're going to time out.
No! Brandon Cooks, no!
Hey, that's almost a Michael Thomas pick.
Ron. How did I not have anybody left queued? God, this draft feels so good, too. I've been doing so well. I just wasted a Pat Freiermuth or a... Son of a B, bro. Son of a B.
I was just getting some coffee, and then I'm looking down, and you're going over teams, and I'm like, dude, you're about to time out, and it was too late.
So upset at myself. I like when I'm in a groove too. I'm in a groove. This team is phenomenal. It's marvelous. It still looks great.
One bad pick's not going to kill you. Just pick it up.
I mean, geez, bro.
There. You'll be all right. I mean, he's not like you're one of your top 3 receivers, right?
No, but I mean, that's a nice little player that I just kind of threw away.
Yeah. You could do worse. You could do worse than Brandon Cooks. Good thing Michael Thomas wasn't at the top of the list.
Jeez, man. Why didn't I just cue some people?
Shit.
Why didn't I just cue some people? What was I thinking? I'm on the clock now. Okay.
All right.
Matthew Boyd dropping a $50 hauler on the screen. Anthony Richardson will be Rookie of the Year. I like it, Matthew. There are a lot of haters on this, so this isn't a bad one at all. Let's put it on the board. Okay. $50 hauler board. Again, winner of these predictions, whoever at the end, the chat will vote. The chat will decide who the winner is. Winner gets to co-host an entire show with me, a graveyard show. Probably be like an hour and a half show. You can do it on the phone. You can do it on video if you want. However you want to co-host it. And we'll also I'll give you a lifetime membership to the fantasyfootballshow.com. There'll probably be other prizes as well. This one's from Matthew Boyd. Matthew Boyd, Anthony Richardson, Rookie of the Year. 5.
I wonder if he's Tyler related to him.
Matthew Boyd, AR 15, Rookie Year. Nailed it. I liked it. I like it. I like it. And keep in mind, like some people say, oh, that's not going to win. That's not bold enough or something like that. Remember, these got to land. So you can't win if you don't land it. So it's a perfect. I don't know if you can hear me. You can't win if you don't land it. So if anybody's saying, oh, that's not the boldest one up there, that's fine. I mean, as long as you're the boldest one that lands, that's how you win it. And Matthew, you get a shower, my guy. Little dollar bill shower. There we go. Appreciate you, Matthew.
Mashed potatoes!
Yeah, buddy.
Matthew, the man, the myth, the legend. Look at this team other than Brandon Cooks. Maybe Brandon Cooks does well. God. Unbelievable. Let's see. I think I got all the super chats out of the way. We got super. Yeah, we're caught up on it. Thank you, Matthew. Thank you, TMT. You guys rock. Smitty needs to clean up. That board looks like a rat's nest. I do need to rewrite some of it. Okay, I'm on the clock again. Do I have a tight end yet? I don't. I really like Cole Kmet this year.
What are you talking about? You like Pitts?
Well, Ron, Pitts isn't available in round 11.
I know. That's why you don't have one yet.
What's up, Trey? What's going on? Paul Wolfer. Wolfer is on the board, I think. Yeah. Smitty needs to clean up that board. I do need to rewrite it all before it gets out of hand. Once there's too many of them, I'm not going to be able to rewrite it. But I need to get a fine tip liquid marker. Because this one doesn't work real well on that. Let me Amazon that right now. Let me get that coming. Let me overnight that. That's worth the $2.99 overnight. Plus, Rockout just gave me that amount exactly. Rockout, thank you for.
Involved in so many. You're gonna go Amazon and miss your pick again.
Fine tip liquid chalk markers. Fine liquid chalk markers, fine tip. These normally don't work real well, though. I hate it when you order these and they don't. Okay, let's go with that's got full star reviews, 2,400 orders. I trust that. Add to cart. Proceed to checkout. Order placed. I forgot to do the overnight delivery. That's right. Estimated delivery the 15th. 2 days. I can't wait 2 days. What do they think I am? 2 days. How crazy we've gotten with our Amazon shopping now.
You're on the clock.
All right. Got my quarterback room on point. Burrow, Love, Bryce Young. My running back rooms are on point. Or my running back room is on point. Walker, Swift, Charbonnet, Kamara. My wide receivers are straight fire. Especially with that auto-drafted mother freaking Brandon Cook stupid pick. Tyreek Hill, Chris Olave, Chris Godwin, and Brandon Cooks. Run the damn ball. Let's run the damn ball. That's what McCarthy said. Yeah, great. Cole Kmet, tight end. I'm liking that. Matto says lifetime. What about lifetime there, Matto? Smitty drafting again after this? Probably not. We'll drop a Garrett Wilson, $3. I know it's not Ron's favorite, but it keeps it low so you guys can do a lot of them, and that's why I choose that amount. We'll do a $3 Garrett Wilson draft. There's a Garrett Wilson autographed jersey going to the winner. When we do the $3, it's not part of this big. Ron, another reason why I do the $3 so it's not confusing for anybody on the $5 puppy. Then I have like almost zero confusion. But when people do the $5 puppy and then they do the $5 Garrett Wilson, they're like confused. You know, they'll DM me and be like, "Am I going to win the $300 million?" I'm like, no.
It don't matter.
I'm like, it's $22 to.
I mean, I already drafted the winning team that's going to win it anyways.
Yeah.
So
We've got Kyle on the line. Kyle, what's up, my guy? You're live. Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Please hold for Smitty.
Holding for Smitty.
Please state your name.
The
You're on
snack.
the clock.
What's up, man? What you
Kyle.
What you got?
Kyle, what's up?
Turn me down in the background if you could. I hear enough of myself.
I think I got you in my headset, but I'm really behind on the cell phone. I apologize.
All right, what's up, man? What do you got for me? Shoot it out.
Late round tight ends.
Okay, late round tight ends. Cole Kmet. Dalton Kincaid, if you're not drafting with our crew. Dalton Kincaid. Cole Kmet. What, Ron? Oh, I heard Ron say you're on the clock, but it was it was Kyle's replay of the video. Hey, Ron, can you shut up in the background? I already heard you that I'm on the clock. Can you tell your past self to shut up?
Shut up, Ron.
Kyle, what can I do for you? Late round tight ends, hit me with it.
Jelani Woods.
Love him.
Irv Smith.
You know, I'm not as high on Irv Smith, but Matt O, our first board dropper, $50 board drop, was Irv Smith, top 7 tight end, right in the corner there. So he's with you.
That's funny.
I don't hate Irv. I just don't love Irv. You know what I mean?
He's been hurt.
You what?
Irv's been hurt.
Yeah, that's part of the problem.
Yeah.
Tell him to get it.
I feel like going receiver heavy. Garrett Wilson, Olave, London, and Pickens are all options if you go heavy receiver, and then Hurts in the first round.
Yeah.
Of dynasties.
And then you like Irv later. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind Irv. I'm not against Irv, but I personally much rather go the route of like a Cole Kmet. I like Jelani Woods. We're on the same page there. Let me go to the tight ends real quickly. And just, like, we're talking late.
Yeah, I'm in the 18th round.
Yeah. I mean, Woods would be there.
Dynasty.
Musgrave, Shoemaker,
What?
Woods, Mayer's around still. We're in the 14th round. Mayer's still there. Those are all decent late guys.
I have Kincaid and Shoemaker and Jelani Woods as my tight ends. Looking to pick up Irv late and with the receivers that I mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
Is Dwayne McBride worth a pickup late in dynasties?
Yeah, not bad.
If you clutch Madison early.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I think Jelani Woods, we're really on the same page there. Jelani Woods is 6'7", just a big monster. And guess who's catching footballs from? A guy that is coming in that is said to need accuracy training. And I'm not saying that that's not some truth to that. Like Josh Allen needed to work on his accuracy. Jalen Hurts needed to work on his accuracy. The difference between me and somebody that said that is that he's going to be okay. Okay, it will be fine. He's a young kid learning the game. And when you see enough flashes of brilliance in a rookie season, keep in mind Joe Burrow didn't look the most amazing his rookie year. You just knew. You watched Joe Burrow and you said to yourself, this is going to work out. They're losing. He's throwing an interception. I remember when he threw an interception, I said, wow. Look at that. Look at that spiral. Look at that throw. It was an INT, and I was excited about it. I could tell. And so, bottom line is Anthony Richardson, give him time. But let's say this kid does need a little accuracy training. Guess who's standing there? 6'7". All 6'7" of them. Big tree trunk sitting right in the middle of the field. And Anthony Richardson is just going to say, catch. I like Jelani. Can we go over to Ethan real quickly? Ethan, what's up, my man?
Smitty, in the 2QB league I have, I was wondering, we got this guy, a family member, that he wins the toilet bowl every year.
Oh, he's that good, huh?
And Yeah, he's that
Hold
guy.
on.
And,
Let me
I
get.
was
Let
wondering,
me guess his name. Tell me the first letter of his name.
N.
Nick.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nicks are the worst, bro. Go ahead. They're horrible at fantasy football.
We love him, but we motivated him last year because he had multiple leagues to diversify and not take Josh Allen. In the 2 QB league, he took Herbert. And I'm wondering who you think we could motivate him to take this year. He's already saying he's going to take like the 3rd or 4th pick rather than the 1st pick in the draft.
And you're trying to help
And
him win? Why are you trying to help him win?
No, I'm trying to help him destroy him. Because I think, if he takes Mahomes or Allen, he said he's probably going to do that, take Mahomes, which I don't want him to. He said he likes Anthony Richardson, but his ADP isn't going to be in the first round.
I don't,
For a
it
2QB
sounds
league?
like he's got it under control. I mean, do you really need to assist him in self-sabotage? Doesn't it sound like this guy's got a track record, a resume of toilet bowl experiences that you really don't need to spend your time trying to tank his team? Don't you think the karma fairy might come by and sprinkle a little injury, risk on your team after the draft? If you go,
Oh, I got hit with the injury.
yeah,
I got hit with Trey Lance last year.
yeah,
so
maybe
it can't get much
Nick
worse than
needs
that.
Nick needs some help instead of some sabotage.
Well, he won it the opening year when we were all learning, but the grandma leagues, it's gotten stronger now. These are like Mama Jacksons now.
What's up,
you know
Golf?
what I mean? We're all skilled now. The whole league is skilled, and it's not the same anymore.
Yeah. Sick Nasty says I must be the exception. But your name's Sick Nasty, bro. Your name's not Nick. I mean, it might be Nick in your government name, but your God-given name is Sick Nasty here on YouTube, so you're fine. Yeah, bro, I don't know. Let him do his own damage. Let him do his own damage. You know what ends up happening? This backfires every time. If you try and guide him into something, he's going to stumble upon something else that's going to screw you. Okay? Like, you're like, let's get him to go ahead and take this guy. And guess what? He's going to want to stack it, and he's going to take your sleeper wide receiver. So just let it happen. The karma fairy's weird, bro. You don't need to guide this guy into a toilet bowl, competition. He does it on his own. Just let him be. Ask me something else. What else can I help you with? It's funny, though.
Let's see. Besides Kincaid, if I don't get Kelsey, which I've had for so many years now, and I try to go that for a 2 QB league, should I take 3 tight ends, 3 late tight ends?
Is it best ball?
No.
No, you could get away with 1 if you wanted to and play the waiver wire, but no, not 3. Best ball because you have 0 control over bye weeks early
that's
on.
why
Now
you
we
do
do.
it.
Now we know
Okay.
bye weeks, but yeah, no. You'll draft 3 tight ends. No, not
But,
ever.
but I'm not going to take Kmet. I don't like Kmet.
Well,
I like
nobody's
Kincaid.
perfect.
Trying to think who else you've suggested. Kmet.
Jelani Woods, we just talked about.
Jelani Woods. Wait, who's he play for again? I'm trying to remember.
Colts.
I've been in the.
That's what I'm saying. Anthony Richardson, the Colts. They're gonna have that connection.
Oh, ooh. See, for me with tight end, I've been living the good life for so long. It's just like set Kelsey and forget it. And I mean, it's so bad. It's so. I mean, I've heard you talk bad about Njoku, and I mean, yeah, he was.
And I don't
Up and
hate
all these guys are up and down.
I don't hate Njoku, but he can't stay healthy. So it's like, what are we doing? We're gonna keep doing.
Oh, and a little bit separate from a football standpoint. Why is Taysom Hill, a guy who sometimes has like 200-yard rushing games, why haven't they figured out to put him at running back like Allstott with Kamara, like Warwick Dunn? Go for 1,000. Like, why do they not do that?
Because he
with
would,
Taysom
he
Hill
wouldn't
and just
hold,
run him into the ground.
He wouldn't hold up at that kind of volume, but he's definitely somebody that they also like to keep on standby at quarterback. Like, he's an amazing player to have on an NFL team. Because if your quarterback goes down, like, he could be an emergency quarterback. He could be your tight end. He's great. I don't know what his role is going to be with Carr there, though. We literally have zero clue until we start hearing some camp buzz about, we're going to hear something. Something's going to come out saying that Taysom Hill's back at tight end full time or something, and then we're going to know what to do. And then we can start drafting him accordingly. But if he starts playing tight end again, or we're going to lose him at wide receiver a lot, or we hear something like that, or occasional fullback, whatever. First of all, fullback's hard to play because you got to. I mean, not saying he's not a good blocker, but it's a different kind of blocking, and you grow up playing it. You got to read. It's being a tight end. It's tough. He would be the best capable person of learning that because he's played quarterback, tight end, wide receiver, so he knows like all positions. So that is a good candidate, but he'd break. You don't want to.
Yeah, I guess he'd break. He probably wouldn't be able to go a whole season like Allstott did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still like him though.
Yeah. I mean, if all of a sudden a position if a position change happened, then they would update his, they wouldn't keep him at tight end or, I remember I had him one year and I played him as an extra quarterback or something. I think he got the start. So, but they still kept him at tight end. I think he started at quarterback, but he was still listed as a tight end.
Oh my God, I timed out and got Taysom Hill. Look what you're doing, you karma riddled person.
You gotta talk him into it.
Get away! You're cursing me. What are you doing to me right now? What are you doing to me right now? This is what you did to Nick, isn't it?
Yeah. Justin Herbert.
Good God. Nick the Snake is what Swaggy just called you. You know what? I'm not that far away from. Is this Ethan?
Yeah, this is Ethan.
Oh, I'm sorry, Ethan. Wait, no, yeah, Ethan. That's right. Ethan, you were the one talking about Nick, right?
Yeah,
That wasn't Kyle.
Yeah,
okay, I almost blamed it on Kyle. Sorry,
sabotage
Kyle.
him 'cause he wins the toilet bowl every year now.
Let's see. We got a hater in the building.
And Cooks killed me last year. Cooks was terrible.
Jorgen. He said the same thing about. Hold on, let me read it with the megaphone. Jordan, I'm not scared of reading your comment here. Smitty said the same thing about CEH. He liked Trey Sermon as well. Same thing he's saying about Bijan. Guys, everybody, run away from Bijan. There are players I like that missed. Apparently, Jorgen's found two of them. And I'm in trouble. My reputation's in trouble. It's in trouble, fellas. This might be my last broadcast. I might have to retire. I don't think I can show my face anymore.
Those guys 40 times are like a second or two. I mean, a tenth of a second slower than Bijan, at least.
I'm going to go bury my head in the sand right now.
I do think you're a little bit in trouble having 3 at Falcons Moon Men just because Ritter is going to...
That's what you think.
He's not going to be starting after 5 games.
That's what you think.
That's the only thing. I like Bijan, but Ritter's going to destroy it all.
What makes you say that?
Just looking at the stats, and if those meaningless games... 5 meaningless games against not very good teams. The games meant nothing.
Yeah, but again, you know what's so funny about the negative Ritter commentary is that he it's so funny. It just to me it makes me laugh. I'm not saying that you're gonna be wrong necessarily, but the rationale behind it and the way people don't give him even a shot. The dude didn't have Kyle Pitts. And he didn't have Bijan Robinson. Do you understand? 2 out of the 3 monsters were not even in the lineup for him because Bijan wasn't on his team. Regardless of what Jorgen thinks, Bijan's going to be a machine. And Kyle Pitts wasn't in the lineup. Like, this guy's going to be handed 2 players that are going to be better than almost every team in the NFL besides like 5 or 6. You could almost fit them on one hand. He's going to have 2 players added to his arsenal that are better than almost every team in the league's top 2 players. Like
They're amazing, but I just think Ritter's terrible. I think it's like a Jimmy G.
But how is it? And I'm not saying he's going to be great. I mean, don't misinterpret what I'm saying. But how do you know? He just played a small portion without being prepared as a starter of his first year. So
I know because remember that horrible pass he threw in preseason? The one-time preseason
the one
matters
preseason pass. Okay.
is QBs, because QBs, they destroy these vanilla defenses. I don't see it. If the guy can't throw in the turkey hole, I don't know. He can't run. He's not that good of a runner. Heineke. Heineke's going to be starting. I think so.
Well, that's okay. I mean, I always hear excuses against Ritter, and I'm not saying Ritter's going to be amazing, but could Ritter be? Let's not use Goff from last year, but the Goff before last year, like the mediocre Goff. Could he be mediocre Goff? Absolutely. Like I don't understand how I mean, dude, I could go out there. You could tie one arm behind my back, and I could literally go out there and be efficient in that offense. They run the ball more than anybody in the National Football League aside from the Eagles, who run through Jalen Hurts, and that's why they're the number one. They're essentially the number one running back team in the National Football League in terms of volume, and they did it with tremendous success last year. And imagine what they're going to do now with Pitts in the lineup to help stretch defenses, with Ritter getting an entire offseason. Like, what line of work do you do? You don't have to give me where or anything.
Factory work.
Okay,
now.
so
I'm a production worker. Now.
Okay, so there's a lot of machinery you gotta be able to control, right, man?
Yeah.
What if someone didn't send you to training for that at all? Just like Ritter wasn't lining up under center walking into the preseason. And what if someone just threw you behind a tractor, bro? And you started driving that thing, messing up, dropping stuff, but you were pretty decently efficient with it, and people blamed it, like you say, vanilla defenses. Well, you know what? That stack of crates was nothing. It was lightweight. There weren't big, exercise machine things stacked up on that, and you just get judged for not even having the proper training. It's like that's what I feel like you're doing to Ritter. I'm not saying Ritter's going to be amazing, but Ritter didn't have an offseason. He didn't have 2/3 of his elite weaponry. Not good weaponry, elite weaponry. There's no team in the National Football League, in my opinion, aside from the Niners, that has a 3-headed monster, tight end, wide receiver, running back combination. You have Christian McCaffrey, Debo, and Kittle. You got Kyle Pitts, and you've got what?
Smitty's pissed.
Oh well, I'm not pissed, Denny. But
why did Arthur Smith let Mariota go till there were no wheels on the car at all?
Because they were pretty efficient. Like they beat the Niners. They were losing games by a small margin, and they kept trying to do it. They kept trying to get it done. Which we all disagree with it, bro.
Arthur Smith will win a game 3-0 if he can.
I know, but we all disagree with Ritter should have been in there earlier. So you're not really convincing me of anything right here. But hey, hang tight. This isn't going to go anywhere. Hold on one second. Just hang tight, Ethan. Let's go over to first of all,
Eddie?
Kyle just dropped. Hold on one second, Denny. Kyle just dropped a $10 hauler, dynasty grade QB Hurts, Jones, Aaron Rodgers. Hurts, Jones, Aaron Rodgers, Garrett Wilson, Olave, London. Garrett Wilson, Olave, London, Pickens. That's a great wide receiver room. Running backs for A-Chain, Monty, Madison. Okay, dropped off a lot there. Kincaid at tight end. I like that. I don't mind what you're doing, though, because this is Dynasty, and you're going to build those RBs up the old-fashioned way, and you're just going to, like, maybe A-Chain becomes that guy. Maybe Roshan becomes the guy. Like, I kind of like it in a way. Chase Brown becomes the guy. Like, you just need one of those to land and be that magical pick that everyone's like, holy crap, like, look how good this pick is now. If you land one of those, or you figure out a way to, trade first rounders to get into some slumping running back that we love. Maybe somebody trades Kenneth Walker away on pennies on the dollar. are scared to death of Charbonnet. Maybe you get Charbonnet and Charbonnet blows up. So I don't mind this. You do have a wide receiver to play with, though. You could potentially trade like Pickens and a first rounder to try to get that RB help, and then your team's a like absolute monster. So Jalen Hurts, Garrett Wilson, Olave, London Pickens, love it. Kincaid, don't move Kincaid. Absolutely love the team, but like you're a 7 or 8 right now. You can't win it all probably until A-Chain or Monty ends up having the amazing year he could. Roshan, like if something like that develops like early on in the season for you, and you can just kind of float, which you will because your wide receivers, your tight end, and your quarterback will have you floating. Then it's bro to the moon. But try and get ahead of it. Don't wait for that to happen. Try and go get that player using Pickens and a first rounder. Or if you want to keep Pickens, you could trade London in a first rounder. But Olave, Garrett Wilson, don't touch him. Hurts, don't touch him. Kincaid, don't touch him. Love it, bro. Fantastic, core. I like it a lot. And you're on the line right now, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So what do you think here?
So what's my next pick? Mike White, Irv Smith, Chark, or Hodgins? Isaiah Hodgins.
What's so funny about that,
Smitty
Denny?
loves Mike White.
What's funny about that, Denny? Because I love Mike White. Yeah, but I don't know if he's gonna. He's got A-Rod, Danny Dimes, and Hurts. So I don't know if I'm gonna tell him to go get Mike White there. Can you? Is there anybody else?
I wouldn't.
Is Tank Dell?
Mike White.
Is Tank Dell there?
No, he's gone. He was gone at the 15.12.
Can you read off a couple more names, bro?
You
Which
heard.
position do you think I need to upgrade the most?
Running back.
Quarterback.
He's got Hurts, Danny Dimes, and A-Rod. He's good at quarterback, Denny.
He gets hurt. Well, he's killing it. He's got Danny Dimes. I like Danny Dimes.
Denny, hang tight. I got this one, Denny.
Why are you talking about Mike White? Mike White's not even in the conversation.
Yeah, well, you're the one that stopped me in my tracks and started laughing. Hey, Denny, hang tight. I got this one. Hold on one second. Okay, Kyle, who's there at running back? Name off the RBs, Kyle. Denny, you're pushing it. Denny, we got you on a warning.
Warning.
All right, I'm falling back.
Fall back now, Denny. You're on a warning, bro. You're about to get disconnected on. All right, hang tight.
Don't do that to me.
Kyle, name off the RBs that are available. Denny, you're in timeout for 5 minutes.
Finish him.
I didn't say anything.
Call terminated.
I can't get a word out. Kyle, who are the running backs available?
Running backs available: Elliott, Fournette, Hunt, CEDH, McBride, Tucker.
Brian Tucker, interesting.
P.
Ryan could help you now, maybe. McBride's interesting.
McIntosh.
What do you guys? Hey, Ron, who do you like of the list he named? McBride, Zeke Elliott. Who else? You heard it. You heard what he said.
Who was the third one?
Read them off again.
We got Elliott, Fournette, Hunt, CEDH, McBride, Tucker, P. Ryan.
Tucker's not.
McIntosh.
Tucker.
Yeah,
Take a chance on Tucker.
Yeah, Tucker or McBride.
Or McBride.
P. Ryan.
Either one of those.
You think I strap McBride to Madison?
Yeah.
Because that's okay.
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah, bro. Hey, I'm gonna correct myself without hesitation. I forgot you had Madison. Madison and McBride secures that up.
Because I either got Chicago or I got the Vikings running back.
If Madison becomes something this year, or McBride, your team's taking potentially the championship without any running backs. Or at least we thought you didn't have any running backs. And A-Chain rise up, Monty play. You could end up okay. If anybody's making fun of your team, they're just jealous that you're so stacked everywhere else. That's all it is. You got no running backs. I know you're going to hear that from 4 or 5 people in your league. Who are you going to start at running back? Who are you going to start at running? Who's your running back too? I hate those guys.
I've just been listening to you, man.
What, Ron?
You wait till somebody takes Stroud, and then you jump all the way down the list to get Tank Dell.
Dell's gone.
That's the move.
All right, hey, Denny, call back in. We'll let you back in the line. But you gotta stand back, Denny. You gotta stand back. Guys, I'm not gonna be here much longer, so let me review these teams real quick, and then I'll go over to Adam. Do you have anything really quick?
I was just calling in to make a case for Ritter.
Okay.
The dude that was talking smack about him.
Yeah, go ahead real quick.
I was just wondering if he actually watched him play in college, because I heard him say that he's not very mobile, and that's not true. He's actually very mobile, and I think he could be a lot more mobile this year, especially with
yards
Bijan
in the NFL.
What?
He didn't have Bijan. He didn't have Pitts. Like, you gotta have weapons.
He had a 1,000-yard rusher.
Not when he came in on the last 5 games of the season? Because he didn't have him the whole season. We'll see.
Yeah.
I think people are really underestimating how good Ritter could be with all the weapons that he has.
I agree, and I don't think he's going to be. Denny, you can call back in. I don't think Ritter's going to be amazing. I just think he could be the couple years back version of.
You don't have to be amazing.
Yeah, Jared Goff a couple years back.
Serviceable.
Jared Goff a couple years back. That's all he's got to be. Hang tight real quick. I got to go through these teams real quick because I'm not staying long tonight past this. Anthony Richardson, Derek Carr, Sam Howell, Breece Hall, Tony Pollard, Javonte Williams, Raheem Mostert. So that running back stable is great. Hall, Pollard, Javonte. Javonte scored 17 touchdowns last year, didn't he, Denny?
I don't know if it was Javonte or the other guy.
Is the other guy.
One of the Williams guys.
Yeah. All right, hang tight.
Maybe I was wrong. No, I'm trying to be respectful here.
All right, hang tight, Denny. Hang tight right there. Appreciate you. Right there. I called upon you, so that's you had your hand raised. Good job. Okay, Richardson, Carr, Howell. So the quarterback room's a little light, but you have Kyle Pitts, Mayer, Chase, Evans, Dotson, Mingo. You've got Breece Hall, Pollard, Javonte. That's why your quarterback room is light. You've got stacked positions across the board. And then if Anthony Richardson works out from a fantasy football perspective or Derek Carr, you're definitely in the race to be one of the top teams to advance, so that's a good team. You need a couple things, but it's in the quarterback room. Denny, hang tight, bro. Denny, don't get a warning.
Sorry, bro. Hang it down.
Deshaun Watson, Geno Smith, Josh Jacobs, Cam Akers, James Cook, not a fan of this running back stable. The quarterbacks are okay for sure. I mean, Watson could be okay, but I don't love it. JJ, DK, Hopkins, Deontay, Hawkinson, very, very good at the bottom part of that team, but I don't know if it's enough. Lunchbox got one of the highest rated scores by Underdog in the algorithm. Dak, Russell, Ritter. There's our boy Ritter. McCaffrey, ETN, Pacheco, very good running backs. Elijah Mitchell cuffed. Devontae Smith, T. Higgins, McLaurin, Sky Moore, Boyd. This is one of those crafty wide receiver rooms that's not going to rank in the top 6 of all the teams. It's going to be almost middle of the pack or a little lower, but it's a very crafty room. Higgins, Devontae Smith, McLaurin. Potentially all 3 of those guys could be the number 2s on their team. Dotson could potentially be the number 1. McLaurin could potentially be the number 1. So that's the only part I don't like about all 3 of those wide receivers together. Darren Waller and Auden, I don't like Auden at all. Darren Waller I love, so that's a good pick there. Lunchbox, I like the team. It's a good team. Definitely in the cards to be a top 2 team to advance, because the top 2 after week 14 advance. Josh Allen, Matthew Stafford, Trey Lance. Bijan Robinson, Derrick Henry, Mixon. Very good running back and quarterback room. Madison's very, very good pick as well. Drake London, Pickens, Jamison Williams. This is really well-rounded. Kincaid at tight end. I like this team, Speedy. Speedy, this is very, very good. Very, very solid team. Very much in the mix for sure. TD Strikers, Ron Navy, Jalen Hurts, Kenny Pickett, CJ Stroud. So, good quarterback room. Best, one of the top 5 quarterback rooms for sure. Just having Hurts alone does that. Najee Harris, Rashad White, Brian Robinson, McKinnon. Definitely struggling on the running back too, but maybe White does prove it, But still not great depth, but probably because you have wide receivers that are going to be off the charts, I imagine. So Jalen Hurts, top 5 quarterback room. Running back room, definitely middle of the pack, but upside is kind of there. Cooper Kupp, Watson, Addison, and I don't mind Addison in this wide receiver 3 role for you. Everyone thinks I hate Addison. I draft Addison all the time as my 3 or 4 wide receiver. So Addison's fine here. Zay Flowers, fine here. Lazard, those are all good players to compete for that 3 spot. Watson and Kupp are fantastic. Goddard and Darnell Washington, very, very good. I'd say definitely in the mix for one of the top teams. Burrow, this is my team. Burrow, Love, Bryce Young. I think that's a top 4 or 5 quarterback room for sure, just because it has Burrow alone. But I love Love and Young a lot, so obviously I'm going to view this a little higher than top 5, but I could see where it ranks there. Kenneth Walker, Swift, Charbonnet, Kamara, Chase Brown. Kind of feel like that's one of the better running stables. I like it a lot personally. Maybe not everybody loves that combination, but I do. I think Kamara, Charbonnet, Swift, and Walker's fantastic. What, Denny? Did you have something, Denny?
No, sir. No, sir, Mr. Sir.
Sound like a mule having a baby.
I love that.
No, I said something. No, I have my mind right. Mr. Smitty. Yes, sir, Mr. Sir.
All right. Wide receivers are Tyreek Hill, Chris Olave, Chris Godwin. Like, I'm really loving those wide receivers. Cole Kmet, Jelani Woods, Taysom Hill, I got auto-drafted on. I think it's a really good squad. Very well-rounded, very much in the mix in my opinion, but I'm biased because it's my team. Mahomes, Jimmy G, Nick Chubb, Samaji P. Ryan Penny, Bigsby, Zach Evans. Not in love with that running back room. Jerry Jeudy, Keenan Allen, Ayuk. I don't know if Donkey from Shrek is our guy, so I don't think I have to be careful dancing around this one. But this team is not doing it for me. Mahomes and Kelsey is a nice stack, but this wide receiver room, top wide receivers is Jeudy, and then Nick Chubb I like, but that's it. This is the team's bare bones. Pristine has Tua, Kirk Cousins. I think you need one more quarterback if you're going to go the route of having Tua as one of your 2 quarterbacks. You got to back that up. Thank you, Logan, for wiping your feet. Appreciate you. Ramondre Stevenson, Miles Sanders, Roshan Elliott, Diggs, Devontae Adams, Mike Williams, George Kittle. It's a good team. It's just, I don't know. It's not bad. Trevor Lawrence, Goff, Mac Jones, Gibbs, Monty, A.J. Dillon, Damian, A.J. Brown, St. Brown, Calvin Ridley, Evan Ingram.
I'm on Ross St. John. He's nice. I'm on Ross St. Brown. Sorry.
Yeah, it's a good team, George. It's a well-rounded team. Boosted. Fields, Daniel Jones, J.K., Pierce, Dalvin Cook, A-Chain, C.D. Waddle, DJ, Dalton Schultz. It's a good team. You have to have a couple things hit though. It's definitely got some upside, but you'd have to have that running back room scares me a little bit. And maybe it does you too, just trying out different strategies. So don't take it in a bad way. Aaron Rodgers, Kyler Murray, Brock Purdy. Murray and Purdy you don't even know when those guys will be available. What if Aaron Rodgers gets banged up or has, you have issues with Kyler and Brock down the stretch? When are the Packers bye week? When's their bye week? Guardians of the Galaxy. 2. What, Ron? Or what, Denny?
I don't know their bye week.
The Packers week 6?
Packers bye week 6.
Yeah, see, that's not good for Purdy and Murray. That could be right on the line. That's where this team you can't do that. JT, Aaron Jones, Khalil Herbert, Wilson, Debo, Pittman, Andrews. Good team other than that. It's a good team. Lamar, Herbert, good quarterback stable. Eckler, Barkley, Kendre Miller, very good running backs. Amari Cooper, JSN, Quentin Johnson, Cortland Sutton, mediocre wide receivers at best. And Pat Freiermuth, Juwan Johnson, Knox, pretty decent tight end room. So those are the squads. I'm going to drop a Garrett Wilson draft right now in the chat. So get ready, buckle up. Let me go ahead and get the link for that. 12-person slow draft. Creating the link now. Dropping it. I'm not going to stay on much longer, fellas. So let's go over to Denny. Denny's been waiting very patiently. Denny, what can we do for you? You have about 30 seconds, and I'm gonna cycle everybody off one at a time because
give me some time here.
you got 20 seconds. Don't waste it.
20 seconds. All right. First of all, hey, Ron Navy, love you, buddy. What the hell's going on? So who's gonna be the quarterback? I like Brock Purdy. I like San Francisco. You know, I can talk about New England all day, but all right, you got Brock Purdy. You got number 19 over there. Oh, I think San Francisco's got to be nice over there. Who's number 19 again? I can't remember.
Debo?
Debo.
There you go,
yeah.
Debo.
He's up in there. Yeah,
That guy.
he's tight.
Okay.
Who the hell?
Guys, I dropped the link in the
Why
chat.
does he know-
4
I
more.
like Smitty.
Yo,
Me-
Smitty,
me
what's
and
up,
Smitty-
bro?
Yeah, hey, Denny,
me
hold
and
on.
Smitty was-
Denny, collect your thoughts
All right.
real quickly. Who is saying, hey, Smitty? Go ahead. Go ahead.
Hello. Is that me?
Yo, Smitty, what up? It's Young, bro. Talking Young.
What's up, Young?
Hey, what's going on, Young? Hey, what's going on, Smitty? My bad. Hey, bro. Hey, the plantar fasciitis is getting better, man. I just wanted to let you know.
What are you doing what that guy recommended?
Dude, I'm icing them down. I'm taking it easy. I'm not dancing with Puerto Ricans anymore. Things are starting to make sense, bro.
Bro, we knew it would happen. We knew it would happen. You called me up and you said, Smitty, you got a psych degree. Smitty, you got a degree from one of the most prestigious, a master's degree from one of the most prestigious journalism schools in the country. Denny, I can't even hear. Hold
I'm
on.
laughing. All I'm doing is laughing. I like what you're saying. I think it's funny. I'm not freaking. I think it's hilarious.
Okay, but Denny, I can't talk.
Denny, how is he funny? Is he funny like a clown?
Is it funny because he's hurt, Denny? Is it funny because Young's got plantar fasciitis? Is that what's funny about plantar fasciitis? What's going on, Denny?
It's just funny the way you say it. I just think it's funny the way you said it.
I'm kidding, Denny. Hang tight, Denny. Hang tight. Just hang tight, though. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm
with you.
I'm kidding with you, but I can't hear over you though. So just hang tight for real though. Okay. Joking about the being mean.
Smitty.
Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Let me
Alright,
dial this
Smitty.
back.
It's all right. Hey, Denny. It's all right. No worries, Smitty. No worries, man.
Okay, Young. Anyway.
Nothing.
Young. Anyway. You called me up. You called me up. You said, Smitty, you gotta.
Things are going better, man. And hey, I always see with the broken, with the bones and the ankle bones and the knee bone connected to the, you know what I mean?
Yep.
And I'm thinking this guy knows what's up about these, kinds of injuries and stuff.
Warning.
Denny, you're being loud, bro. Appreciate that, Young. Yeah. So, anyways, you called me up. I said, you know what? I appreciate this. This guy's putting his trust in me. Don't have a medical background, but we bring a lot to the show. And I said, with my deductive reasoning, the reason this man's plantar fasciitis has not tamed down is because he's over dancing with the Puerto Rican girls, is what he said he's doing. Easy for me to detect, not easy for everybody else. Denny, you're in timeout, Denny. He's just too loud. He's just too loud. I can't even.
Alert. Maximum levels reached.
Fine,
Prepare
man,
for
fine.
transformation.
Finish him.
Denny's in timeout. Denny, I don't even know if we have enough time for me to get you back on the line because timeout's going to exceed the amount of time I might be here. Anyway, I'm very happy.
You put Denny on timeout?
No, I hung up on him again. He's in timeout.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's in timeout for 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Got you. All right, we have at least 2 minutes, at least 2.5 minutes to talk now. He's gonna find his way back in here some
I have
way,
faith.
somehow.
I have faith in Denny. But anyway, let me just finish this real quick. So yeah, it didn't take a rocket scientist to deduce that maybe the excessive dancing with Puerto Rican girls and not giving yourself enough rest was the cure. But I'm glad that other guy's recommendation of icing also helped. So keep it up, bro.
Well, yeah, no, I mean, basically it was what I forget his name, but he was the other guy that was on the last time we talked. He was giving some good recommendations too, and yeah, I've just been trying to do the right thing, stay away from the tequila and the Puerto Rican girls, and things are looking up for right now.
Attaboy.
You know?
Keep the path. Don't get lax now. Okay.
Hey, my buddy. Hey, I just wanted to ask a question too. What you thought? I want to know if you saw that Bryce Young video came out. I saw it on Football Content Instagram page, and they were kind of making fun of him. It was he was doing some drills, and he looked like a child playing with adults.
This
is
this
crazy.
This has already been talked about on the extreme. We also have footage and video of him balling out, and his coach saying he didn't miss a beat in practice, and he looked phenomenal, just commanding the offense already. So, yeah, haters are gonna hate, bro.
I think that
it's doubling down season.
I think he's truly magical, and it's always my question is who's going to have a better rookie year, Bryce Young or Anthony Richardson? And I truly think Bryce Young. He just, when you watch him on tape, he just does magical stuff. Like, I don't, you know what I mean?
I mean, I definitely know what you mean, and I think people don't. It's double down season, bro. Every season, every off season is double down season. I feel like if I could give anybody a piece of advice and they don't listen to a single thing I say the rest of my entire career, is that learn how to adjust and adapt. Don't stick to your guns when you feel things are changing. That goes for me too. Like, I tell everybody stay away from Derrick Henry, and now he falls into round 3. And I tell you, why not? Why not? You can't just say, oh, because I've said this, don't say it. And I'm not saying I expect Derrick Henry to have a healthy season. I think Eckler and Henry are definitely low probability players to stay healthy all year. But when you get them at a cost of entry that packages in the risk, then you got to come back to the table. So it's like, that's what the best advice I could give anybody is to make sure you don't just double down because you already said something, or you already predicted something, or you already felt something, or you already passed on a guy over and over. And for some reason, people that pass on Bryce Young, and if anybody here doesn't like him, it's fine. Don't think I'm attacking your stance. But the people that just are doing it to double down, I said something about his size, now I got to stick to it. Like, I'm telling you, that's not the best management style. Like, the best managers know how to go, yeah, you know what? I was wrong on this, and he's good. Perfect example, I was not super high on Fields coming out of college. I love Justin Fields now. If I was like Bob, I would just cling to my guns and say Fields is inaccurate. It's definitely gonna unravel. I'm gonna be right eventually. I'm gonna stick to it. Like, Bryce Young was the number one quarterback mentally.
Is this Justin Fields year 3 coming up?
Is this what?
Is this Justin Fields year 3 coming up right here?
This is the year. Yeah, this is the year he explodes. Yeah.
This is his second. No way. This is his third year or second year.
Him and Trey Lance were the same draft class. So Trey Lance, yeah,
and that was.
Yeah, Trey Lance should have started his second year. This is Fields and Trey Lance's third year.
Okay, third year. Yeah, no, I do. I believe in you, bro. I'm high on the Bears too to make a run for it. It's just their defense that I'm a little bit worried about,
Yeah, but like I always tell people too, defenses play a lot better when the offense plays better. Defenses get worn down. There's a point in the year where the Niners struggled on offense because of their quarterback situation, Jimmy G. They didn't acquire Christian McCaffrey yet, and they were struggling. And guess what happened to the defense? It fell apart for a brief period of time, and it wasn't that defense. It got exploited for a couple games. And you looked at it, you're like, wow, the defense really looked bad. And then it got back on track. Your defense, your offensive line, they both can improve dramatically when the ball's being moved and the chains are being, the field's being spread out. And defenses are so judged on years where the offense wasn't doing good things. And then the defense is tired. They're injured. They're always on the field. Same thing with offensive linemen. The Arizona Cardinals acquired Kurt Warner. They had an awful offensive line. Guess what happened? They didn't even need to really do anything. I'm not saying they didn't make improvements, but Kurt Warner's quick release and the spread out air attack of Kurt Warner, the offensive line had zero problems.
Hey, real quick, I'm going to ask just one more question. I'm not going to keep you for too long, but I want to ask you.
Last one, because I do got to go.
Absurd?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, is it absurd to just grab like Bryce and Anthony Richardson late rounds as your two quarterbacks? Is that like really risking it?
Yeah.
And you just go straight like running back receivers like all through the, you know, the early rounds.
Get Jordan Love too. Do a trio.
Do a trio.
Get Jordan Love. Like get someone else that you can bank on a little more just in case, because you don't know.
What's a round for Bryce? What's a good round to get Bryce? What do you think? Getting Bryce. What round?
I took him in the last draft at what? Let's see here.
He's 10-11.
Yeah, 10-11, somewhere in that territory.
Yep, that's where I've been doing mock drafts. That's where I've been at.
All right, Young, gotta let you go because I got to cycle everybody off. Appreciate you, Young. Glad everything's getting better. Calling,
Young.
Calling anytime.
Before you let him go. Hey, Young.
Hey, appreciate.
Young.
Yo, what's up? What's up?
Hey, this is Ron Navy. I was on the when you called in the first time. I was listening to you. I'm glad you're doing better. I just want to tell you I'm glad you're doing better. I remember when
Thanks
you called
a lot,
in
Ron.
that last time. Yep.
Hey, thanks a lot, Ron Navy. I appreciate that. Hey,
All right.
appreciate you, Smitty.
Yep.
Appreciate the whole community. Love you guys, man. You guys take care. Have a good night.
All right, later, pal. All right, I gotta limit you. I gotta limit you guys to 20 seconds. I'm hanging up on you, Ethan. You got 20 seconds. Go.
Okay, it's AJ right here.
The other day,
tangentially. Okay.
All right, AJ, is your name Ethan?
What's that?
AJ, you going by Ethan?
No, Lancaster.
Yeah, okay.
Lancaster,
So hang tight, Lancaster.
Okay,
Ethan, you got 20 seconds. Go. This tonight.
City, the other day,
going
Ron
on?
Navy was suffering from Steeler addiction, and they brought up Allen Robinson. It was a cry for help, and you said he was okay. What was going on with that?
That Allen Robinson's okay?
You should have said he's the guy who ruined Nick. He ruined Nick's season last year. It was Pitt.
I'm not following.
It was a cry for help. You should have helped him out and said that stay away from Allen Robinson, whatever you do.
I'm still not following. I don't love Allen Robinson, but I'm not completely following.
You said he was okay. Ron Navy brought him up. You're like, he's okay. He's okay. I'm like, Smitty, don't lie to him. Tell him how it is.
Well, I mean, I don't love him. He's okay. He's decent at best. Okay, Ethan.
I don't love Allen Robinson either.
I appreciate you, Ethan. I'm sorry. I gotta kick everybody off now. I'm going one at a time. Call back tomorrow night. All right, later.
All right.
Kyle Lancaster.
Okay, why are we not fucking moneyballing these quarterbacks in the later rounds that have higher value weapons? I'm talking Baker Mayfield and Desmond Ridder. They're in the bottom two picks of every draft. We can stack those two, get somebody like a Wilson or a Tannehill or something like that earlier in the draft, and get somebody who's a stable connection. And then we're drafting those higher value picks as our wide receivers, our top 3-4 picks. And we stack the later in the last two rounds of the draft. It seems like the fucking easiest connection.
It's apples.
Sorry,
You dropped a couple of them. So
I always forget not to curse on your
take
show.
a lap on that one.
Sorry.
The YouTube's becoming a little more lenient, but you're definitely pushing the line for me on this one. Appreciate that, by the way.
Yeah.
Damn, Lancaster. First he doesn't listen, then he starts dropping multiple F-bombs, doesn't catch himself until the end. Okay, Lancaster, this is the argument that we've had on the show from the very beginning. There is no right or wrong answer. You are not correct.
Yeah.
You are also not wrong. But you're not correct in that you can't win just as easily, if not better, or a little less, or whatever. The early quarterback, there's no argument against early quarterback. There is none. Everybody thinks there's an argument against early quarterback. There's none. There's zero.
Most of my drafts are early quarterbacks.
I know.
But I'm realizing this.
Okay.
I think I need as many late QB as I need early QB.
But what I also say is if somebody said that Lancaster is crazy, I would say, you know what? You can win that way. What Lancaster's saying is not horrible. But what I would say is Baker's not part of that equation. I don't care how many weapons he has. Baker is somebody I'm not counting on. I think that if you were to go with like a Jordan Love and a couple of the rookies, like the previous caller talked about, like that's a late draft capital situation that I would be okay with. Where you're getting
But
like.
when you can get Baker as your last round.
But who
dart
cares? Who
throw.
cares if it's the 13th round, 12th round, or last round? Like, do you really does it have to be in the last round for you to make sense? You know what I mean? Like, who cares? Who are we picking in the 13th round anyway? When you're picking Jordan Love and he's there in like 11 or 12, like, I'd rather just be a little bit better.
I mean, Cordero Patterson made me a lot of money in the 13th round 2 years ago.
Okay, we'll pick him in the 13th round again and get Jordan Love in the 11th. Like,
Just saying. There's a late round value in QB.
How many people won big money in best?
Maximizing your team.
How many people in a big money do you think are going to win best ball tournaments with Baker Mayfield and Ritter? And believe me, I'm defending Ritter as a backup, but having Ritter and Baker, you're probably not winning the best ball tournament. People that win the best ball tournament probably have one of the top 5 quarterbacks.
2 or 3, and you draft higher value skill positions outside of quarterback before that. If you get them as your 2 and 3, I think that's the best 2 and 3.
I still think I could go Burrow in round 4, and you're not gonna have an edge on me. You're not gonna have better wide receivers and running backs because you think in the round 4 that you're gonna have this masterful player you're picking that I'm not gonna make up for in round 5, and then I'm behind a little, right? But I'm gonna make up for it again in round 6. I'm gonna keep kicking the problem and the can down the road so far that you have no edge. You have 0 edge on me having an extra player, even though I'm drafting Joe Burrow in round 4. I could hang with it every single pick, every single round. That's all I'm saying. That's when people say avoid early quarterback. Why in the hell would I avoid early quarterback when Joe Burrow is an early quarterback going in the middle rounds? Like, it's a smash. If you pass on Joe Burrow round 4, no show for you for 2 weeks.
Here's what I'm saying is, if you have Mike Evans and Jerry Jeudy in your draft already, why are you not taking those 2 as the last 2 picks of your draft?
Because maybe I have a better option. Maybe I got Jordan Love and Watson, and I've got Burrow. I mean, we're talking. There's so many variables. You're coming at this from this one angle when there are so many thousands of variables at play. I appreciate you, Lancaster.
Well, this is just one draft, one angle of, like, I mean, we're all doing dozens of drafts. It's just like a thing that I hadn't thought about until tonight. To figure out, share.
Yeah. Hey, Lancaster. Those are the kind of things that people do like. So I'm glad you brought it up. And I'm not trying to shoot it down. I'm just trying to shoot down. Denny, you can call back for 2 minutes. Call back right now, Denny.
Yeah. Well, I'll hop off, and if I moneyball this shit, I mean, I'll throw like $1,000 if I win.
Hey, Lancaster, real quickly. I love your thinking. Mm-hmm. I just don't necessarily love the 2 players. So. Yeah. So if I were you, I would look at Jordan Love. I'd look at the 2 rookies. I think Anthony Richardson.
I thought about Anthony Richardson.
Yeah, Anthony Richardson with Jordan Love to me would be what you're talking about. I just don't think you need to maybe get away from doing it in the last 2 rounds and let go of that pipe dream of winning it all with quarterbacks in the final 2. I feel like you're set on the last 2 rounds for some reason. Like, go Jordan Love. Go a little higher.
I'm usually an early QB guy. This is just something I'm like, I'm going to
do one of them,
maybe
sure.
10,
the problem
15%
with Baker,
of my draft.
The problem with Baker, he's not guaranteed the starting job. Baker's not guaranteed the starting job.
Yeah.
They already come out and said him and Trask will compete for the starting.
Maybe Kyle Trask will grow talent. We don't know.
And Baker's not very good.
Yeah, Baker, disappointment maker, my guy. Look, Lancaster, try it, but just do it with different players. Is all I'm saying.
I've tried it. This is my trying something
15,
different.
4-point passing touchdown.
I've got some Richardson. I've got some Love. I'm trying something different. So it's just something I wanted to throw out there. But I'll wish you all a good night and keep on watching the live stream.
All right. I hope you're not going away defeated. I like the idea, just different players. Okay, Lancaster, appreciate you, man. You're my guy.
I'll keep on sharing hot takes.
You know you're my guy, pal. It's good. We're all good. Later. All right, Kyle, Lance Fitness, your final 20 seconds. I got to get rigid with this 20 seconds. I'm putting the timer. Hold on a second, Kyle.
Hey,
I'm putting the timer.
You check my supers?
I'm putting the time.
Can
what?
You check my supers?
Oh, okay. You got
check my supers.
Guys got a super chat. Okay, never mind. Hold on.
I got a few.
You can buy your way another 5 minutes easy on this channel. Hold on. Garrett dropped him right before you. Says, if Fields is a moon man, T-Law later rounds, lock. Come on. I mean, Garrett says this every day. He literally comes in, and it's fine, Garrett. And I like T-Law. And he's going to be on a list very soon. I don't know if he's going to be on that list, but he'll be on a list. Just hang tight. Your suggestions: Dynasty 1.2, 1.7, 4.9, 5.1, 6.4, 6.10. Trade to third. Smitty to the moon. What do you mean trade to third?
Trade to third. So if I go 1.2 Hurts, 1.7 Lawrence, 4.9 Olave or London, 5.1. And then the 6.4.
Yeah, I'd trade the 6 and the 6.4 and 6.10 for the 3. Sure. I don't know if anybody would do that, but I mean, I would trade them both for like a high 4 probably too. It just depends on who's on the clock, who's on the board. But I would love to see you get, like personally, at 1.2, I would take your quarterback, your Hurts or whoever, because it's a super flex. And 1 point
Hurts or Burrow, 6-point passing touchdown.
I would go Burrow. So if you go Burrow and 6 points per TD pass, go Burrow. And then at 1.7, honestly, I'd trade down. I'd rather go Aaron Rodgers, Love, Anthony Richardson, Bryce Young. I don't know if those guys go in the 2nd or the 4th. It depends on the league mates that you're drafting with. But watch my whole how to dominate a super flex. My strategy is to go, unless it's mandatory 2 QB, because Superflex is different than mandatory 2 QB. But if it's Superflex, your optional second quarterback, which is always advantageous. You always want 2 quarterbacks. It's hard to win without having 2 quarterbacks. But that option lets you roll the dice a little bit. And that rolling of the dice is what makes you smash. And so I assume you traded up to get the 1.7 and gave up a pretty penny. And it looks like you gave up your 2nd and your 3rd round. I wouldn't have done that.
Yeah, I'm the 1.01.
1.01?
Yeah, and I traded down because I didn't want Patty Mahomes.
Yeah, I'm trading that 7 for like as too high of picks as I can get in that 2nd, top of 3rd. But it looks like you already did that to acquire it, I think. But I just, yeah, I mean, I don't mind. If you can't get out of it, you got to go quarterback there, because the trade you made, you cannot afford to not go quarterback. You need to make it count.
Yeah.
Like
I wanted to double up on quarterback. That was the point.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad approach. There's a video out if you go on YouTube and you type in how to win a superflex, how to dominate a superflex draft. I can try and find it and put the link in here, but watch that approach.
In some of my super chats, I was trying to chime in earlier. So Ritter, I like Ritter, and on my earlier dynasty team with the 9.99, I wanted to put Ritter on it. And I also like AR-15 over, you're talking about Bryce Young.
Bison.
4-point passing touchdowns. So AR-15, I'll take him in 4-point passing. Bryce Young, I would take him in 6.
Okay, hey, get your YouTube open or your comments. There's the link right there. I just dropped it. That's the video. Oh, hold on. That's the video right there. How to dominate a superflex, and just kind of give it a look. And it might be a little too late at this point because you've already traded out of the picks that I feel like really help you dominate. But coming in and getting that 4th or 5th round quarterback and just drafting against traffic, because what you're doing is you're drafting with traffic right here at 1.7. You're getting no real advantage. You're just kind of, the quarterbacks are thinning out. Guys that normally aren't that high are getting pushed up. And I like getting the Bijans, the Laves, the Garrett Wilsons, the Breece Halls, and just compiling all those guys while everybody's going after these quarterbacks, and you're sitting there pretty with Burrow. And then everybody flips back. They're like, okay, I've already drafted. And then what happens in round 2, like the video explains, after everybody's just scouring for quarterbacks and scrambling for quarterbacks, in round three, it starts to kind of be a mix. And then right around 4 or 5, everybody goes, okay, I got my quarterback. Now I have to go for RBs and wide receivers, and then that's when your quarterback's sitting there. So you'll be surprised at how many quarterbacks don't go in the 3rd and 4th round, and so like you could be just waiting through 3 or 4 quarterbacks to get taken. 4 quarterbacks get taken instead of like in the 1st and 2nd round is like literally 80% of it.
Yeah.
So at minimum for the 1.07, what's the least amount that you take? You're trading back 1.07. What does that trade look like?
You had the 101, right? So you gave up the 2 picks, I would say, to go get the back-to-back 2nd and 3rd round picks. You gave up the 24 and 25 for the 7.
Yeah, so I like to kick the can. So the plan is to trade back into the 3rd round using my 2024 first, and then kick the can when I'm in 2024 and trade the 2025 back into the 2024. And just and that's why I traded it 2 in the 1st round.
Yeah,
as long as I can trade in the 3rd.
I would say
I'll give it.
I would say I don't mind this if you were to get another Burrow. Like if you got Burrow and Hurts, I 1,000% like what you did, but you didn't. You had to go like 2nd tier. So if you were getting Burrow and Hurts, I'd tell you stand pat. I love it. I actually really like it. I even have a strategy on this that I'll make a video on. Going and getting 2 of the top 4, top 5 quarterbacks, then I love it. But like if you could inch up and get Fields, then I love it. But the problem is you're just 1 spot, 2 spots too short.
So at the 1.07, you got Fields, and then you have Lawrence. You like Fields.
Oh, yeah.
Either one of them should be there. And if they're not,
I don't think they
will. It's JJ or it's Chase. But
Fields,
I want a quarterback.
Fields goes ahead of Burrow a lot of times, bro. But in a 6-point per TD pass, maybe he doesn't. And you know what? A 6-point per TD pass, maybe Trevor Lawrence is better. Problem is, it could be a wash at the end of the day, and it's just I don't because Fields is going to run so much. I mean those running points don't get minimized or anything. So, but Trevor Lawrence could throw for more touchdowns, and obviously, so that's I don't know. Trying to think. I would love for you to have a Mahomes and Burrow, though. That would be unbelievable. Can you trade that 7 up a little bit more? Kick that 2025 first rounder down the road?
I mean, it's 8-hour timer, so I can do whatever I want when the draft's in. The other draft I sent you, none of my picks were made.
Bro, here's my advice. Here's my advice. Go get. I don't know. You don't want Mahomes. I would love Mahomes in this format, but I would go get Mahomes, or I would go get Tua, Burrow, Mahomes, and Josh Allen, and just move this 7 up to get that player. Can you move this 1.7 to 1.4, giving up a 25 first rounder?
Maybe while I'm on the clock. I'll probably move back before I move forward.
Yeah.
I feel like T-Law. I'm going to take Hurts probably at the 2 or Burrow. So it's one of those. And then the 7, why pay the extra to see JJ, or it's going to be JJ, T-Law, Fields. I'll take, or Chase. I'll take whatever. The 1 is Patty Mahomes. The 2, let's say it's Hurts. The 3 is Josh Allen. The 4 is Burrow. The 5 is, let's say it's JJ and then it's Chase, or vice versa. The 9 is Fields or T-Law every time.
Yeah, I would probably take Fields if it was me, but a 6-point per TD pass that does close the gap. Like Trevor Lawrence is right there with him. That closes that gap for T-Law. But I don't know.
And then somebody lets me throw the house at him to move up in the 2nd and the 3rd whenever I feel like I need to. Correct? I throw a 6 and. Right, and then you just steal the dynasty.
It just depends on the clock who's there. All right, bro. Appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, don't be afraid to take T-Law there though if you can't get out of it in the right way. Like that's a good pick. T-Law 6 point. When you said 6 point per TD pass, I started to warm up to it a little bit more. But I just like Aaron Rodgers more than T-Law, given I get my second round and third round picks back. You know what I mean? Like give me Aaron Rodgers or Jordan Love downstream, and then I get to go get Garrett Wilson and Olave because of that. Like Aaron Rodgers, Garrett Wilson, and Olave crush T-Law and whatever now you're probably left with, though. That's my only thing. But you have to land Aaron Rodgers or Love or somebody downstream, and that might not happen. That's the risk of it, but it's super flex, so you can kind of roll that dice. That's why I like it in super flex versus mandatory QB, 2 QB. All right. Great. You could build a great team with that squad, though. So go attack it. Let me know if you have any other questions, and I'll be around tomorrow, too.
Thank you.
All right, later, Kyle. Appreciate that, Kyle, with the supers. And then Sick Nasty said, sent you a text mock draft screenshot, Moon Man. Appreciate you. I don't know where that is, Sick Nasty. You sent me a text on the text line. Some people say that. Let's see here. Oh, okay, I think it was on the text line. Okay. So you got Joe Burrow, Saquon, Gibbs, Diggs, Garrett Wilson, Pat Freiermuth, Olave, Christian Watson. That's just nasty, bro. But that's a mock draft. Yeah. I get that in a real draft and then come see me, Sick Nasty. But that's amazing. Okay. Rock out. Final thoughts.
Can you rate my team real quick?
Sure, go ahead.
Quarterback, Love, Pickett, Ritter, and then running back, Taylor, Barkley, Kamara, A-Chain,
nice.
Chase Brown, wide receiver, Watson, Evans, Pickett, Williams, Downs, Dell, and then tight end, Schultz, Komet, and McBride.
Top 4 in your draft. I like it. That's really good. St. Brown. Who's the other wide receiver? Watson. St. Brown, Watson.
Let's see. St. Brown.
Watson.
Pickens. Jameson Williams. Downs. Dell.
Did you have Watson or do you have Evans? Mike Evans? Which was it?
I have Watson and Evans.
Okay, yeah, that's
and
great.
Pickens and Williams.
And Barkley, yeah, that's a great squad. Your quarterbacks are a little light, but that comes at the cost of trying to build all those other positions up like you did. And I like Jordan Love enough. You got Richardson, yeah, so you're good, bro. I'd say definitely.
And Lawrence, my top guy.
Oh, Lawrence, yeah, top 4 team easily. So nice job. Rock out. I'll see you tomorrow, pal.
Hey, Rock out.
Yeah.
You need to invest in the faster internet or something, because this is like the 3rd or 4th puppy that you have missed. You've gotten in a different draft like 3 times.
I click on the link and it sends me to a different one.
Oh. Well, that's because it fills up quick. You got to do it like quicker.
Yeah.
Like before Smitty to push the green button.
Garrett Morris says his $50 T-Law prediction is coming. You better hurry before someone else drops the T-Law prediction. Then you'll have to one-up his. All right, rock out. Appreciate you, pal. Hello? Later, rock out. Ron, final thoughts.
Yeah, I just want to let everybody know that I'll see him in a couple weeks, and I'll see you in a couple weeks, I guess.
Wow, what's happening?
Well, you said earlier that anybody that's passed on Joe Burrow are banned from the show for 2 weeks.
Oh,
and I passed on Joe Burrow in round 4, so I guess I'm not going to be on.
Well, no.
The
The wording was if you.
Let everybody know.
Yeah, but the wording specifically was if you pass on Joe Burrow, like for his strategy to go, because I'm going to go Baker Mayfield shopping in the final rounds, no show for you for 2 weeks. But if you're like to pass on him because you took Mahomes or you took a stab at Fields or you like T-Law or you wanted to go those directions, you're fine. You can stay.
No, I passed on Burrow. and I passed on all those guys, and I took Cousins later on down the road as my RB1 or my QB1.
AJ Lancaster says Ritter is worth your second to last pick. I agree, Lancaster. I 100% agree.
Yeah.
I think Ritter's fine, and especially in best ball, like that's a smash. And he falls late. I just don't like the Baker. That's all I was saying, Lancaster. I don't like the Baker and Ritter combination, but I like Ritter late. Patrick Hill, appreciate you. I'm sorry I didn't see this yet. Yo, Smitty, drafted this puppy team. What do you think? Burrow, Brees, Walker, Swift, Kamara, Charbonnet, Chase, London, Pickens, Kincaid. Very, very good. London, Chase, Pickens, Kincaid. Love that right there. And then Burrow, Brees, Walker, Swift. Yeah, man. Burrow, Brees, Walker, Swift, Charbonnet. Getting Charbonnet was key. That's it. That's the team, bro. I like that squad a lot. You did a really good job. Patrick in the house. Appreciate that. Thank you for both the super chats. Ron Navy says, nice reach. What did I reach on, Ron, on the super chat?
When you reach.
You said nice
On
reach.
mine?
The super chat, yeah.
Yeah, as soon as I took Stroud, right after me, you scrolled all the way down and took Dell.
But I take Dell every draft.
Right after.
I take Dell every draft.
And I could have sniped Charbonnet really easy, but I didn't.
But I never, Ron. I'm not even.
that.
I wasn't even looking at your team. I take Dell every draft. I take Dell every draft. I didn't snipe Pickett. I purposely saw Pickett.
You know me, and you didn't hear me, but I said before you made your one pick, I said, "Well, there goes Downs," and sure enough, I called that one right on the spot. So
Yeah.
you're just as predictable.
Yeah, but I didn't take Pickett because I knew you wanted him. I'm open minded to letting a player go to his home where he needs to go.
I'm not upset.
I know.
I was just messing with you.
No, I know.
I mean, it was just fun because as soon as I took Stroud, you had the next pick. You ran down and got Dell.
I love that you think that highly of me, that you think I know what your team even looks like at that point, trying to man this live stream, put things on the board and come back. Like I had no idea you took Stroud. But I accept your compliment if you think that I can have my eyes on all that.
You had 2 timeouts in that whole draft too, so
Yeah,
I know.
I wasn't.
I'm just messing with you.
No, I know. I wish I knew. I'm not saying I wouldn't take a pick because you guys have somebody, but every once in a while I look out for you. Getting annoyed about not getting Stroud Dell stack is hilarious, says Travis. Travis goes at you a little bit once in a while. Ron Navier is never doing 2 weeks without this show. Robert says you're not taking 2 weeks off. All right, Ron, I got to go. Appreciate you.
Yeah, later.
Later. Man, I had to go like an hour ago. All right, hey, appreciate everybody. I'll see you all tomorrow. Thank you. Hit that thumb up on the way out the door. Roshan is hiding away for his moon ride. Thank you all for your super chats. I appreciate you keeping the lights on here. Patrick, Garrett, appreciate Garrett's incoming 50, he said on his T-Law prediction. Sick Nasty, appreciate you. Sick team, bro. That's why they call you Sick Nasty. Kyle, appreciate you. Kyle said 4 points passing AR-15. Yeah, he's definitely a good quarterback in those formats because of his running. Thanks, Kyle, for the super chats. Good luck. Let me know if you have any other questions on that one. Garrett, appreciate you. Fields, Moonman, T-Law needs to be. Agree with Ritter on my team. I want Ritter on my team. I like Ritter in the final rounds. I do. Thank you, TMT, with the $50 hauler. Thank you, Matthew, with the $50 hauler. Sunwall, appreciate you. Rockout, appreciate you. Rockout comes in and drops the early super chat a lot. I appreciate that, Rockout. I see it, Rockout. Ron Navy is the only guy I know who super chats me when I snipe him. Patrick super chatted and also super chatted about his super chat, which I appreciate. Garrett always does some sort of double super chat about his predictions. And that is that, folks. I will see you tomorrow.
Leave it on the fields.
Just in time.
Fields of dreams.
Fields like making love.
Outstanding in his fields.
Fields so good.
Fields General. My field's good. Uneven playing fields.
Battlefields tested.
Fields. Fields. He's for reals.